So I'm with Dan, and he's got a very interesting tattoo. He's got a few interesting tattoos. But the one in question...
This is the new one. This is the latest.
So you're a MITCH then, eh?
Yes, although back in the day we didn't call it that. It was the autosexual pride movement.
Autosexual pride movement. I need to know about
Absolutely.
this.
It's not a poor second choice, especially the way you do it.
Also a Motorhead fan.
Yeah, although, well, my mate's the bass player in Hawkwind at the moment.
Oh really? Funnily enough.
No, O'Reilly. Sorry.
Funnily enough, somebody I know, who I went to college with, she dances for them now.
Oh, they got a dancer on board.
They've got a few. She's kind of like an acrobat, kind of.
Yeah, well, that's
She's a
always
young blonde girl.
Listen, you can get on the bus.
If you ever see her, she's called Eloise. If you meet her, say Chris says hi.
I've got to hook up with them sometime soon. I've got to get back to work. So I'm a t-shirt girl and a roadie and various other things. So
anyway,
yeah, I'll be getting back out.
So what made you go MITCH?
Years of abuse.
Yeah, that would turn a man MITCH.
Yeah, but it's I'm getting close to 50, so it's pretty easy for me.
Yeah.
But it's fascinating that once you're not looking back and you get to decide, well, why shouldn't I have a guitar hanging on the wall in my living room? And why shouldn't I have the 8-buck pull? And why shouldn't I have this, that, and the other? And what's wrong with having crack for breakfast? Although, like I say, you've got to experiment with these things, and that's where it's fun. And you're peeling back years of, even street influence different. So the way I was raised, it was definitely, you've got to get you can't piss about it, you've got to get a proper, you're going to be having to support a family and whatnot. Yeah. Now it was not something I didn't necessarily choose, and I think there's a great deal of accepted social mores. I mean, I've seen it happen. I remember when the dads were chased out of the house, and if you care about your kids, because one day he's going to get home pissed and he's going to get things the wrong way around, and he's going to beat you up and shag the kids instead of the other way around, which is what he's supposed to do. And so all the dads went out, and then now it's realised, it's bad news for your kids if there isn't a dad in the house. So they're grabbing blokes and dragging them into the house. You get a lot of manipulation. I know guys that go out on a date and they're on a promise, and that's the last night they spend anywhere else until 3 years later and they're dumped for somebody richer. Now there you go. It's an easy choice to make for me. I wouldn't necessarily, but the attitude's got to be there. And if you've got that attitude, there's nothing better than that for starting a pussy stampede, because lasses are just awkward like that. But if you develop that attitude, one thing is people don't realise how much the PUAs is. They developed that. That was all ingredients to the Red Pill. And a lot of the realising that lasses themselves don't really understand their own sexuality and what they're responding to. Let alone, it's not that they're telling you bullshit, they're believing it themselves, and that's very different from the reality. We didn't know that at all. Warren Farrell's book, Myth and Male Power, was a huge breakthrough, because until then, nobody had ever questioned this, and the very idea that, hang on, you mean they just made this up? And everything in that book has got the citation in the back, and there's nothing better. If you want something just as a primer or something you can hit people over the head with, where it's got everything you say, you can look up exactly what study all the numbers come from, and back yourself up. The whole book's written like that.
Oh, you don't want to see, you don't want to show your face, right?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, I've just not been showing it because I thought you didn't want to show it.
No, that's okay. That was just for the Bigfoot thing.
Oh, right. I thought you'd been serious then, because I usually take anonymity a bit seriously.
Go for it.
And here's the man himself, his face, from the tattoo. No, I didn't realise he wanted to show his face.
You too can be like me, if you're lucky.
And the hat, the brilliant hat that you've got, made out of cork. Hell yeah.
Since wearing this hat, I haven't spilled a drop of wine.
Thank you very much, Dan.
Thank you. No.
Hello, Rodri. How you doing?
I'm good. Just sat here, just had far too much pizza.
No, Aidan Paladin will be very happy. Yeah, she's going to be a bit of a meme with this vlogging series now.
It's just a meme.
Yeah, I mean, she's a meme thief as well.
Get home safely.
Just me and her, we have a meme ourselves about her stealing my memes. Any meme I make, she steals. But she'll be pleased to know that you're an actual Welsh person.
Yes.
From the north, right?
No, from the mid. Shemai Aidan.
Ah. So like, what got you into the honey badgers? How did you find out about them?
Well, I found out about them through My Career Media. Shameless plug, go watch his stuff.
Ah, my career.
Although he's not done anything in a long time. I found out through them, I found out through that area of things, and then I kind of got branded an MRA for being against circumcision, even though I was arguing against it from the religious side of things rather than from the men's rights side of things. And everyone was like, "Oh, you're an evil MRA." I was like, "What the fuck are these guys?" So I went and had a look at kind of them, and I found Karen, and I then fell into the den of misogyny and patriarchy.
A downward spiral.
Yes, the downward spiral of misogyny. And
I believe that you were around during Elevator Gate.
yes. Although I mostly just kept quiet and watched the bonfire with my marshmallows on the
Although
side.
I think for some newer viewers, you might want to just explain what Elevator Gate was.
So Elevator Gate was effectively the pre warm up for Gamergate and all the rest of it. The long and short of it was the feminists may or may not have been asked out for coffee in an elevator after a night of drinking. And she decided, and various other people decided that this meant that the atheism community had a woman-hating problem, and the atheist community, being a skeptic community, asked for evidence, which you never do with a feminist, because you know what happens there.
Word to the wise here, guys.
Just don't do that.
Don't do that.
So that was Rebecca Watson, wasn't it?
Yes.
And then, but we still don't know who the guy was, do we?
No, and she never managed to identify him in all of the photos we presented, because it was at the Atheist Island Conference.
Yeah.
It's the only conference I've been to for atheism, and yeah, even with all our photos, she never identified the guy. So hence why I said may or may not have been asked for coffee.
So essentially, this guy might not even exist.
No, he may not even exist.
But even if he did exist, like, surprisingly, he's missed out on a hell of a witch hunt.
Well, even if he did exist, he asked for us, was told no and left in the back. So,
And the thing is, even if it was a euphemism, you can still say no, and she did. And he politely left her.
And also it's a bit rich, because if you look on the internet, you can find photos of her and the other skeptics, like they've got a male stripper and they're pretending to drink shots. Like
seen it.
Yeah. So
I mean, just look at Thunderfoot's pictures as well that he shared. It was just a good time.
I think that's the photos I'm talking about there.
Oh, was that the one? Really?
I think that might be the conference. No, it wasn't the Atheist Island conference. But there were a few photos of her pretending to be giving a blowjob whilst drinking from a test tube. Yeah.
The thing is, like, I wonder what she thinks now about what the movement's become. Like, does she still think everything's fine, or like, I don't know. I've not watched her for a while.
Neither have I. She probably thinks she's still in the right, but she's been dropped from basically everything.
Yeah.
I mean, she even got dropped from the Skeptic's Guide to the Universe. So.
Yeah. Also, there was a thing with Lawrence Krauss. That was a big issue that happened.
Oh yeah. I have no idea about that. I think it kind of came. I think it wasn't a result of that. Like he was just being a bit awkward and a bit creepy when asking women out on dates. You know, every guy has screwed up asking a girl out on a date. So.
I think he was trying to take advantage of his fame in some way, trying to be a bit unfaithful.
Well,
then again, it's morally dubious, but it's not something to really make a big witch hunt about, I guess. Unless he has rallied against that in some way.
I don't think he has really, to be honest.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of the whole Michael Sherman nonsense.
Yeah, I was going to mention that. Yeah.
Where they had a bit of sex between consensual adults, and then someone decided it was rape afterwards. It's like, no, it's not.
Yeah, and I'm glad that he's bounced back from that, and he's still, getting podcast things and things like that.
Well, that's the advantage, I think, of the skeptic community rather than to other communities. Like with the skeptic community, they dug into it and they found out what was going on rather than actually just listening and believing. Which is why whilst the community kind of died, it at least didn't survive as a host body for everything else.
You can be glad to some extent there's still atheist YouTubers, new ones doing well. I mean, there's a Professor Stick who's just reached 100k. He's pretty good. You should check him out.
I kind of ducked out of the atheist YouTube scene. I mean, apart from like Logic, but that's because he's kind of funny.
Yeah.
But I kind of ducked out. I mean, was it Armor Skeptics moved on to other stuff?
Yeah.
Sargon was never really part of it.
Yeah.
So.
But the thing is about these new ones, they tend to just keep it to the atheism rather than like the social justice. I mean, they do make, some of them have touched on it. I think Godless Engineers made videos where he's been skeptical of it, if I remember correctly. But by and large, they keep it to the atheism.
Well, yeah, because it's a different knowledge set. You can't like you can have some kind of intuition that it's a bit bollocks, but you can't unless you actually know the reasons why. You can't really address it. Right, so it's easy to point out why the Bible makes no sense. I mean, you can just read the 4 different versions of the exact same story in the Bible to go, okay, this doesn't really make a lot of sense. Whereas with the sort of the SJW side of things, I mean, a lot of it's culturally ingrained as well. So you've got to go against a lot of what people say is how everything is to actually get into what's going on. I mean, that's why like Karen's videos are so long form compared to most others.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you very much, Rodri.
Okay.
So, I'm with Mark. How you doing?
Fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm not too bad. We're technically filming each other today.
Well, I'm not filming.
You took a photo of me earlier, like old school, 35mm.
That's true, yes.
And the best of all, you get free development, so that's pretty good.
Well, sort of
Is it free to
yeah.
the point of service at the NHS?
Yeah. I mean, I can do it myself, or I can go to work.
So
technically, yes. Maybe.
I bet a lot of the SCW's wondering, it's a hell of a lot more diverse than we thought it was going to be.
Well, probably is, yeah. I generally don't listen too much to what SJWs say, so I can't comment directly. Well,
I would be what they call a mixed, what would they call me now? A mixed race individual. That's what they would call me. I don't know about you, but...
I am mixed race.
Oh yeah, brother?
Yeah, my dad's African, black African, my mother's English.
My dad's also mixed race.
Yeah.
So what turned you on to men's rights, and how did you find out about the honey badges?
It's been a while. I first noticed the men's rights thing when I was watching when Karen Strawn turned up on the YouTube, and I kept on watching because everyone was the same. But also Sargon of Akkad, strangely enough, he put a video ages back, which was something about, I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was 50 rights that women have that men don't, or something like that. Yeah. And while I wasn't too keen on what he had to say, it was interesting, so I kept listening to the point now where I pretty much watch everything he has to say and watch everything what the honey badgers have to say. So I always believe that it's important that both men and women are treated equally regardless of who they are or where they come from, both backgrounds and so on. So men's rights activists appear to be asking for the same thing, just straightforward equality without having
An agenda?
To have the same rights as women, regardless of gender, put it that way. I find it difficult to explain myself with these things.
It's all right.
They're in my head, but
That's the job of HBB and YouTube, is to give voice to the people who perhaps find it more difficult. I'm not trying to be patronising or anything, but there are some people who have great ideas, but they just for whatever reason just can't seem to enunciate it correctly.
That's right, yeah.
You know what, you're doing well so far. I don't see any problem. Oh, there are problems. But anyway, so you've travelled from the rival county.
Yeah, next door. Yeah.
I think, are you the one from Leeds or is it somebody else? I think somebody else is from Leeds.
Nearby, yeah.
Oh, Leeds. I guess you
Just
support the
outside of
team? Which one? Rugby or football?
I'm not a football fan.
Ah.
No, I'm a Formula 1 fan.
Oh, Formula 1. So, which team? Or are you more into like support the British drivers?
Supporting the drivers. So I was supporting Lewis.
Yeah, I support Lewis. Yeah.
So, but I'm also supporting his teammate, who's not British at all. So,
Oh,
so
he's a teammate this year.
It's the Finland, the new Finland.
Raikkonen?
Valtteri Bottas.
Oh, Bottas.
Yeah, Raikkonen is Ferrari.
Oh, right. I thought he may have moved. I wasn't sure because he's finished, right?
Yeah, he's finished as well. Yeah, so both of them. Yeah. Yeah, so that, and also keep an eye on the new kid in the sport, Charles Leclerc, his friend.
Is he good?
He's doing very well. Yeah, he's in a low down team, but he's performing above his par, put it that way. So,
That's when individual skill rises above the level of the car, right?
so,
Which
yeah.
is very hard to do. I mean,
Yeah.
you have good drivers or great drivers let down by a shit car.
Yeah, look at
Speaking of Formula 1 and equal rights, the grid girls.
yeah,
No more grid girls anymore. That's loads of working class women out of a job.
yeah.
But it's okay, equality, right?
Yeah, that was a surprise. But the sad thing is, you don't notice it when it's not there anymore. So,
Yeah.
but then you come to the beginning of the race, and they're all having the photo taken of all the drivers. And there's always now they've got grid children instead. So little boys and girls who hopefully will grow up to be racing drivers.
So it's more like football with the kids.
Almost like it, yeah.
I mean, it's a nice touch, but I think the grid girls actually brought an element of professionalism to it almost.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, there's still women. You can still see women on the grid. It's usually
Mechanics or...
Etihad. What do you call them? Stewardesses from the airline
Yeah.
representing the sponsors.
Yeah,
as it
yeah.
were. So they're
Always nice looking.
Yeah. I don't know if they'll be back, but I don't know. I prefer if they were still there, but I guess that's the way things are going now.
The thing
Maybe
is,
in the future they'll come back.
in that whole kerfuffle, they were confusing grid girls with the women in Japanese motorsports, I think it is, or just another type of motorsports, where they do wear swimsuits and things, but they have a different name, but I forgot the name.
I don't know about that, to be honest.
But yeah, they were trying to make out that these grid girls are objectified when they're not. They wear suits and just formal wear or even traditional clothing.
Yeah.
They're not there to be eye candy. Well, it's eye candy, but it's not the primary thing that they do. Eye candy's like the bottom of the list in many ways,
Often, yeah. They're basically there to...
They're actually functional. They provide a functional role, like providing directions,
Promoting the team.
promoting the team.
Drive, yeah.
Not just that, but also making a good atmosphere. It's all part of the pomp and circumstance.
If they want to be totally equal, they could have had equal amounts of grid girls and grid boys.
But the grid boys didn't work in the end.
Well, they did it in Monaco once.
Yeah,
one
it didn't
each.
work.
And one of the drivers was not too pleased because he ended up with a grid boy instead of a grid girl.
Yeah.
So he's a bit disappointed by that. But,
So,
so
do you have a YouTube channel as well, or do you just film?
I do have a YouTube channel. It's Sonic Dreams.
Oh, yeah.
It's mainly photography and oriented. So
So have you got a bit of footage already?
have I?
Got any footage?
Not much. No. Probably.
I've got to hurry. I'm
I'm just taking some photographs and stuff.
I think I'm at 50% now. But,
Yeah.
anyway, it was nice talking to you.
You too. Good to see you.
Hey, I heard that somebody that we know called C. Shines has Ligma.
Yeah, I heard he got Sugma too.
Oh, no.
When millennials start having children,
I'm with Rory, and he's a ethnic Pakistani, like me. And he's part of the, I assume it's the football team, complete with Shadaleh. So I see that you've won many trophies in your time.
21 World Cups.
21 World Cups, we are the best, but they never give it to us. Because we are the oppressed people. It's a conspiracy against the Pakistani race.
They don't want to recognise our achievements. So that's what we'll take.
people were just hated by these humans.
Anyway, in terms of signaling a lot of things.
So anyway,
you do end up in these kind
what
of
does how did you find out about
logical
honey badgers and even men's rights?
I found out from Mike. I saw him at the Shitlord meetup a year ago. And after I saw him there, I decided to look him up, and I sort of saw on his stuff, and then I sort of that brought me onto the honey badgers.
So it was in their acronym.
The honey badger radio. So that's how I found out the honey badgers. I've been happily watching ever since.
And men's rights? Was that
Probably, Armoured Skeptic did a review of the Red Pill. So I watched that video, and then I decided to watch the Red Pill documentary. So that's what got me into men's rights.
Yeah, it's a good documentary in many ways.
It's a very good documentary.
But it's weird that
A lot of people don't take the name of feminism. They go, I want to be an egalitarian.
It almost doesn't go almost into depth as we have over the past couple of years. You know, like it only touches the surface. It's more of an entry.
So it's a good entry point. So I was sort of so that's how it is. It's a good entry point. That's how I entered into it.
Who was the most annoying feminist in that video, in that film?
Big Red, probably.
Really? I would say Kimmel or the woman who was. Was it Cosmopolitan?
It's been a while since I've watched it, so I can't really.
I expect that from Big Red, so I wasn't really annoyed.
Yeah, I probably did sort of. Actually, he's the only one I remember, so he must be the most annoying. I should rewatch it again soon at some point.
Yeah, I need to rewatch it.
It's been a while since I've watched it.
So that was your entry into this downward spiral.
Yeah.
To quote Emperor Lemon.
Can we just change the name so that I don't fall?
Have you travelled far to get here? Or?
Not really. I'm going to university here, so it's only like a 20-minute walk to get here. So.
I do hope eventually that Manchester perhaps becomes a bit bigger when it comes to things like this, because you see it in Birmingham and London, they have big events.
Yeah.
But we don't seem to have much of a. I hesitate to call it a scene, but you know, there's very few people from here doing the work that HBB do, or even what I do.
Yeah, I've been to two events in London. I was at the Shitlord meetup a year ago, and the first This Week in Stupid Live about 6 months ago.
Oh yeah.
So because I'm from London, so I was growing up and stuff, but I'm going to university here. So
were you at the London meetup?
With
Easily?
Yeah.
I was there.
I saw you walking around.
Oh, did you? Oh. Did you talk? Because I've forgotten most of the people that I met.
I don't think so. I only really recognised you at that point from a few videos of Bearing, I think.
Oh yeah, Bearing.
So,
yeah. So like another thing was, did you see the Jungle Gym drama?
I understand I had to leave like just like half an hour after, just half an hour after V-Rise. I had to leave to go to a friend's birthday party, so I missed Sargon and all that stuff.
I think Sargon was more late than the Honey Badgers were today.
Yeah. I remember that. So.
And V, I got to see V. V came first and Sargon was late. Sutherland and Tim Pool were there. And I think I walked past them.
So I got to meet, I met V for a bit, and I had to go to my friends to down with friends in the afternoon. So that was good.
It was a fun time reeing at each other, being misconstrued as reeing at people. Anyway, it was nice chatting to you, mate.
Nice chatting to you, mate. Thank you.